Hello everyone, and welcome to another commentary for Killzone. This time this is gonna be a serious how to balance Killzone Shadowfall, because we all know Killzone 3 is extremely unbalanced. No offense to Gorilla Games, obviously, but for this I'm gonna literally stick on the topic of aesthetics is not always the priority, because Killzone looks great. It's always looked great. But what lets it down is that I feel the developers seem to concentrate too much on how good it looks and not how balanced the actual game is, which this just settles this with Brutal Melee. Yes, it looks extremely cool and rewarding, but to be honest, it's extremely OP when you're chugging bullets into their chest and they can just run and whack you, pretty much. But I'm going to start with classes. These are all off the top of my head. I might do another part if I remember a lot of stuff, because I only just got back into playing a little bit more frequently. So the classes, there's got to be no marksman assault rifle. By this I mean the marksman shouldn't be given the STA-52. Like, the marksman should be there, but it should be more like Killzone 2. Give it some more sniper rifles. I ain't too bothered about the machine pistol, to be honest. But when it's like given, when it's given the assault rifle with the abilities it has to be able to go invisible, not be seen on radar, and literally not cloak until you actually kill someone, it's extremely overpowered with an assault rifle that isn't even silenced. So get rid of the assault rifle on the marksman. Give it a few sniper rifles, put it on radar when it shoots, unless with a silence weapon obviously, and have the cloak so it's not as good, it's not as great. Next class that needs nerfing in the next game is definitely the TAC. The radar with the TAC, it's pretty silly. There should be no game where everyone's constantly on radar. It's just a bit shitty, to be honest. And you try not to sneak to an objective or something and you're constantly on radar, so you can't even go for that tactic. So I'd take that away, and if you don't really need to take it away, you just need to make it more like Killzone 2 again. Like, you can only see, like, the targets that are marked are the only ones that you can see on your screen, and like for only a few seconds. When they go behind cover for like 5 seconds or something, they then go off or something like that. Airbots with attack as well. They need a little bit of nerfing, because to be honest, they are machines sometimes. Sometimes they're not machines, but it seems sometimes when the game is a bit laggy, then it will just fuck everything up. And it's irritating on Acme Snowdrift when you're playing ops and there's that one position where if there's a bot thrown at it, kills you in one hit, which is ridiculous. As I was saying earlier about aesthetics, the one-hit Brutal Melee, yes, it looks good, but it's so overpowered. It should never be one hit. What I think they should change is if you're whacking them from the front, then it should be 2 hits if you're in conflict with them, or even 3 hits because you're only whacking them with your gun, to be honest. But if you're behind them, then yeah, do the Brutal Melee, because you're behind them, obviously, and they can't see you, so you've got that chance to kill and like do some animation where you turn them around, then stab them in the eyes or something. Other classes don't seem that bad. Sometimes the bots get a bit irritating when they fire rockets at you. That is a little bit annoying, but I can deal with that, to be honest. And the medic doesn't bother me at all, because let them revive themselves in front of me so that I can get an extra free kill. Next is the guns. The chunky gun needs patching. It's a nuclear weapon, to be honest. It's just too incredible, as you've seen in my other videos, where it's just way too beast for everyone. I'd like more recoil in a lot of the guns. It seems that barely any of them have that much recoil. The SJ-52 definitely needs more recoil from the hip, because that is a machine from any range from the hip. And that is probably the best. I'd say it's the best gun in the game. It can outdo quite a lot from hipfire. Yeah, M82 is probably better from long distance ADS, but the 52 from hipfire will destroy anything from close range to medium range, so I'd go with that because most of the maps are quite like dense. You go through places and everything, and it destroys everything. That's pretty much it for weapons. I'll probably think of more. And lastly is the maps. There needs to be a lot more balance. There shouldn't be any map which is uphill versus downhill, because normally the uphill has most of the advantage, especially when there's 2 capture and hold points at the uphill bit where the other team spawns practically. It's just not balanced at all, to be honest. It's pretty shocking how unbalanced a lot of the maps are. No snow. The snow gets in the way. Yeah, once again, it looks good. But for a map, it gets in the way. It's irritating. Tack spawns, they need to be removed. These tack spawns need to be removed unless they are balanced as well as they are in Market, which is practically, probably I'd say, the most balanced maps. There's so many spawns, and there's the teams that've got more chance of getting them, to be honest. Spawn nodes need to be back. Obviously, have some places during missions shielded off from spawn nodes, like in the objective, so it's not a massive clusterfuck. But around the area, like they can't be put near the base. Obviously, you don't encourage base raping. And make them invisible as well, so they can't be camped. And that's pretty much it.